interested in your logo because I see, there's a flower and then there's like a blue background. And so I'm curious, like, how did that logo come about? Why the flower?
Yeah. Well, early in the Good in the Hood, I had this perspective of how do we create kindness in unexpected places. And so, when you're working in the city, particularly, you often, the city gets branded, sometimes not fairly, as a place of crime, place where there's lots of stuff happening. I mean, you got homeless population, those experiencing homelessness. You've got sometimes, drugs being dealt on street corners. You see it, prostitution, just a lot of, overall crime and trash on litter on the streets. I mean, you see it, and you see it just, there's a concentration of people that's high, and the social services are in the city. So all those that are in need and poor tend to populate into the city. So the city becomes a place that doesn't often, get symbolized as a place of kindness. And so when kindness shows up there, particularly when it's intentional, it's really unexpected. Well, so this relates to the logo because I had this picture in my head of, imagine a flower that grew up in a crevice or a crack in the sidewalk. And that sidewalk representing the city, and that flower represent kindness. And that's what Good in the Hood does. We're like that flower that grows up in the crack in the sidewalk, and we're beauty in unexpected places using kindness. And so that's where that came from. The blue wasn't anything other than it's a good color. It's easy on the eyes. It's, we didn't want red. We could have gone yellow, but yellow kind of fades because the flower really is a daisy, and daisy represents happiness. So we use the image rather than the color to represent that happiness. We wanted people to have happy thoughts, but we didn't want them to be just random happy thoughts. We weren't looking for random kindness. We wanted to be intentional in kindness. And so that was, so everything we did was somewhat that, trying to be intentional. Even our slogan, we've had several slogans, but one of them was simply making a difference. The word simply was intentional because we wanted these initiatives to be something anybody could do, something like I referenced earlier. So they had to be simple, not just for high level, people with PhDs, which they do wonderful things, but we wanted it to be something for every person that they could contribute in some way.
Cool.